We talked about the major areas of concern. Now you've got to address those areas of concern. There's two, three things to address. One is, do you get a wrist spinner and try and take more wickets, even if it means on paper diluting number 8 a little bit more? But do you go in with Kuldeep Yadav for, say, a Shardul Thakur, say, I've got 3 quicks and then I'll play 2 spinners? So is that one? Second, we don't know which of the 3 Bumrahs, which of the 2 Bumrahs going to sit out of. If Bumrah is not playing the second, then do you get in Arshdeep or Akashdeep? Those are the factors. I would like to think that Karun Nair and Sai Sudarshan get another game. So what are you looking at from that test?
A lot of what you said. First of all, we need to see if Bumrah is playing. I doubt Bumrah wants to play in Edgbaston. I would think that he'd wait
and play the third test match.
Yeah, it is very flat and it gives his body more time. He's bowled a lot of overs this game as well. The more, the better for him. So I would like to think he would like to play in Lords as well. I mean, it's quite a nice ground and it's got so much history. So that is one. But it's not about what he wants to do, what the team feels he has to do as well. If they feel that there's no point going to Lords 2-0, might as well try and go 1-1, gives us a better chance. That is the decision that they need to take and a conversation that they will be having. Now, we need to look at both those contingencies. What happens if Bumrah is not playing? What happens if Bumrah is playing? That's the first thing. Now, when Bumrah is playing, then I think you have to look at definitely 3 fast bowlers, which would mean you need to see if Prasid, you want to keep looking at Prasid, or do you want to bring in a young boy, Arshdeep or an Akashdeep? So, all 3 options are available for you. I personally also feel India have a massive decision to make. It's everything about England tells you that you don't need to play more than 1 spinner. Now, if you're going to play 2 spinners, then that genuinely weakens your batting. So that is a big decision as well. So are you going to be still looking at Nitish Reddy at number 8, which means just 3 bowlers, or Nitish Reddy at 7? Then where does Jadeja go in that picture? So there are many questions for India to ask. And I think, as I sit here, they need to be very sure of one thing. They can't think what England will do, because what England are doing are very simple. They have picked, even if it's an ordinary bowling, they are saying, you give us whatever you want to chase on day 5, we will back ourselves to do it. So then you have to think, what can I do? Pick 20 wickets. That is the most important thing. Now, instead of Shardul Thakur, you have 2 players here actually, Ravindra Jadeja and Shardul Thakur. And why I bring Ravindra Jadeja in the picture is, if you bring Nitish Reddy in and then you play Kuldeep Yadav, so you then have a fast bowling all-rounder Nitish and Kuldeep as the lone spinner. It's very hard on Ravindra Jadeja, to be honest, because he is obviously the elder statesman. He's been around for so long. To make a decision like this is probably unfair. Then if you're going with Ravindra Jadeja, then you will have Kuldeep at 8 and 3 fast bowlers. Are you going to be happy with 2 spinners and just 3 fast bowlers on day 1? If you lose, if you do win the toss and choose to bowl, are you okay doing that?
I think he's all right to bowl 10-12 overs, Nitish Reddy. I think he's all right to bowl 8-10 overs in the day.
In the 11 that I've said, the second one, if Jadeja is there and Kuldeep is there, then you don't have the you have 2 spinners.
Yes.
And if you put them into that,
in the days gone by, India won test matches here in England, playing 2+2.
Correct.
But the 2 were Harbhajan and Play. I mean, there's some discussion going on. What if Anil Kumble was your spinner on this track? Would he have given you 5 wickets on the last day on slightly varying surface? You don't know. But you had that pedigree of spinners.
Look, the one thing that you get with the Jadeja is experience. And that's something you don't get with Kuldeep, because in all fairness, he's played a lot of white ball cricket.
He's played only 13 tests or something,
13 tests and not too much first-class cricket either.
Yeah.
But the fact is that Jadeja did give you control when he bowled in the first innings.
Yeah. So which of those 2 options? At this stage, I mean, you've still got 6 or 7 days. Let's be honest. It's very recent. But top of your head, which are the 2 options that you like?
I do feel India will definitely, because they would want to bowl first and not give England the opportunity to bat first, they'll go with 4 pacers, which would mean Nitish Reddy has a bright chance to come in. But I also think they need to look at playing probably 4 proper fast bowlers and Jadeja at 7. So that gives them 4 wicket-taking options, which could be, if Bumrah is not playing, we're thinking about Siraj, Prasid, Arshdeep, Akashdeep. That looks, a team that could probably have 4 good fast bowling options and 7. You can't be worried about the depth of your batting and not have enough bowling to.
Yeah, because that's an illusion sometimes, that if you have 4 genuinely good bowlers, then they will prevent the other side from scoring runs, and therefore that in a way makes up for you not scoring enough runs because you're getting them out. So, talked about India. England have one option coming up. I think Jofra Archer bowled 18 overs today for Sussex. 18 overs, 1 for 32. Jofra Archer for a Josh Tongue. They liked the fact that Tongue went through the tail pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Stokes stopped him up quite a bit.
I think that's what they'll do. They'll back experience. Chris Wokes batting at 8 also gives them a little bit of
Yes.
depth. So they'll probably go for Jofra Archer for Josh Tongue, and that'll be the only change that they have if Jofra Archer is fit to play the next test.
Play the entire test match.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, with England, the advantage is they've got a genuine number 6 who can give you 15 overs and take wickets in Ben Stokes. I actually thought Ben Stokes was England's best bowler in this test match.
I think that's a very fair comment to make.
Yeah. Right, fewer problems for England. It's always like that. When teams come to India, the balance is so much better. When with Ashwin and Jadeja, whether you're playing Akshar, whether you're playing Washington, they're all spin bowling all rounders. It becomes so much easier.